coloring fam! Happy Veterans Day! So all of my coloring books are stacked up and it's starting to look like some of your channels that I follow, and I was just like, what? That made me really happy. And so I wanted to show you how my progress for my completed pages for September, October, and November. I figured let's start with the small one first. This page I completed when I got my Shuttle Art gel pens, and I was so excited to start using them. And so I did this one. I started, let's see, this one was October 9th, but oh, I didn't put what when I finished it. Oops. Keep forgetting that. But hopefully you can see the sparkles. The big bad wolf. Ooh. Oh, and I used for the I wanted it to look like really dark, like midnight. I used my markers that I got. Let me go get them really quick. Okay. Here they are. And the only issue I had is like, well, I mean, I think it's just me. I need more practice. Is to really see how you can see the direction where I colored. I think it could have been a little bit more smoother, but overall, I really like it. Next one up is The Nightmare Before Christmas Glow in the Dark coloring book, and I really wanted to use my Derwent Inktense because, you know, I paid the money for them, right? This was $69, so I need to stop treating them like they're like Dooney and Burke purses that I used to buy back when Dillard's was open near me, and, you know, and putting them away. No. So this is the page I colored. Sally. What do you guys think? I think it came out okay. I had to look up some images from the movie so I could get an actual like reference for the colors. And one thing I noticed about using Derwent Inktense is, like, especially for me, a beginner user, I had to be patient because it looked like, you know, I oversaturated the page a little bit. I think honestly I was really trying to like test the limits, and so it started to look like lumpy, and I was like, oh, how is this gonna look? But I really had to just be patient and give it time to dry. I mean, it's like permanent. And I'm just really impressed with how many times I was able to go over it. I mean, I think it was like 12 times. And I took my time with this. Like, when did I start? I started this in, September 29th. So I took my time, and basically I feel like the more you let it sit, the better it looks. At least for me, it seemed to be what worked. Because like after 2 days, I was like, wow, this is really looking like, you know, Midnight Like Darkness. I really liked how the table turned out too. And okay, so coloring on glow in the dark. There are some parts there that are the glow in the dark effect, and it seemed like you can't color on it. But I really tried. Like for her eyeshadow, I used the violet color, and you can barely see it, but it's there. But I'm not sure if you're supposed to color over the glow in the dark effect sections, but I tried. But there is Sally. There's where I oversaturated the page. Like at some point I could feel like the pages, pieces of the paper was starting to lift, and I was like, oh no, let me stop. And there is Miss Sally. All right, so the next one is from the horror coloring book by Juan Calle and Santiago Calle. I hope I'm pronouncing their names correctly. All right, so here is Pirahna. She's half human, half piranha, and she is a leader, a warrior, and not one to be messed with, let me tell y'all. No, don't mess with Miss Pirahna here. I used glitter gel pens, you can see it, to outline her outfit, her mouth, her teeth. I had so much fun. I also had to look up a picture for reference, just so I could get the colors right. And so, let's see. I used iron blue, teal green, leaf green, apple green, Sicilian yellow, chili red, charcoal gray, sienna gold, sun yellow, tangerine cherry, cadmium orange, Shiraz, and sienna gold. I'm really proud of myself because normally I am one to use every single coloring pencil that I own, but I really wanted to use these watercolor pencils. And I'm happy with how she turned out. Beetlejuice, but I'm just kidding. All right, I had so much fun coloring in this book. I mean, like so many memories. Like, did you guys watch the new movie? It was really good. It was so good. And so I wanted to color the sandworm scene. And I just loved it. I think my favorite part is coloring these like rocky looking things here. That's when I really started to enjoy these watercolor paints. And let's see, I did use some Prismacolor for this one. Let's see, for the sand, I use Sable, Golden Brown, Autumn Gold. And I also use like Prismacolor Dark Yellow, Cream. So this one was a mix. Now for the watercolor, I used Mustard. And once again, we know Prismacolor, in my opinion, is a team player coloring pencil. They play well with others. Oh, I have to mention, on Instagram, @coloredwithlove, she also has this book, and she did such a great job with hers. It was a buddy color with color with tally, and I just had to let her know, like, it was just amazing. Amazing. So I think the sky came out okay. I think I may have overdone it. You know, like I said, I'm really trying to test out, really test them out, and test the limits of how far I can go. And it feels rough right here because I think I overdid it. And then I tried to fix it by adding some white here, but I was like, no, let me just stop. But overall, I think it turned out really, really, really good. Oh, so the acrylic, it really does get lumpy. Like, I had to wait for this to dry. It's not like the Inktense where it's like you give it just a couple of like, maybe like with 20 seconds. But this one, it was like, I was really starting to get worried. But then, like, the next day, it's like, it ages well. Mr. Freeman Fogherty and Mr. Seville Slowman are back at it again with another adventure. This time they're going around the world. And this is the page that I colored. Bonjour, Monsieur Slowman. Bonjour, Monsieur Fogherty. So they stopped at the cafe after a tour of the Eiffel Tower, and they are just enjoying, taking out the scenery, looking at everything. And I used Prismacolor and Faber-Castell for the majority of this page. So, for the... Oh, I also use 5 and below. My 5 and below neutrals. Yeah. And, oh, and the Brute Funner. So, good thing I wrote it all down. All right, so... Let's see, I used Faber-Castell for the leaves, the lamps, the Christmas looking, where's the Christmas looking trees? I must have been talking about these things. I don't know why I wrote Christmas looking trees. Anyway, so for the shrubs, for the Eiffel Tower, for Mrs. Mouse, her purse. Now for the sky, I used Morning Mist from Brute Funner. For Mr. Fogherty's skin, I used the Faber-Castell Olive Gold and the Prismacolor Olive Green. I just think those really blend well together nicely. And I used my cloud stencil for the clouds because I'm just like, that's a necessity for me now. Yeah, pretty much used, for the Madame Mouse, I used Prismacolor Beige, and then I used some of my 5 and below Thundercloud, I just love how it turned out. And of course, you know, they have to match. Their outfits have to match. And I added some glitter with my Shuttle Art gel pen. You can see the outfit there. That's what I just love about them, like always looking sharp. I love coloring in this book by Bailey Black. Ah, I love vampires. And this is the page that I colored here. This is Marcus. And I used Prisma color pencils because I am still on my my challenge to get better at coloring on grayscale pages. And so I did my very best to incorporate what I've been learning on YouTube University, where it's like 3 colors. So I used PC Scarlet Lake, PC Tuscan Red, and PC Poppy Red for the sky, and PC Goldenrod, PC Yellow Canary for his outfit. And, you know, Marcus, he is an outsider, but he's a descendant of Marcus. And, you know, for those who love vampire and are very familiar with, you know, most of the popular characters, Marcus from Anne Rice, love her. So obviously he knows Lestat, knows Pandora, and he's a descendant of all of them, and he thinks like he's just ready to just run everything, and he's been wreaking havoc, as you can see. He turned the town red, like he just needs to stop it now. Obviously he just like drained someone, and he just looks like, he's so brazen about it too, like. So that's Marcus. All right, so these 2 coloring books were gifted to me by Evelyn Colors. Just can't help but say that every time. And so she made a video about just decluttering her stuff, and she was showing us all and just said, hey, you know, if you see any of these that you want, just let me know. And I just had my eye on these 2, and she's so kind, like she sent them to me. So thank you so much. And here is the page that I colored in this book. I chose the page called Find Your Voice. This one really resonated with me. And I think this is one that I took the shortest times. It took me like, I started on October 8th and finished October 20th. For me, that's short, considering I take like longer, like sometimes it can go a month. I take my time. But I used my Shutter Art gel pens. I also use Derwent, because then I got an idea to make the page that, you know, the paper kind of old school, burnt kind of look. And so for that, I couldn't think of any other pencils than my Derwent. Like, I really love, they're my go-tos when I want to get like the burnt look. And these are they right here. So I really liked how it turned out. And then afterwards I was like, oh wait, maybe I should make the whole page kind of burnt. It's like the burnt within the burnt. But comment below and let me know what you guys think about this one. You know, I love writing, and in my head, I'm an expert violinist. And I also love love like voiceovers, and I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting in North Palm Beach, Florida. And so these little things, and I'm like old school. I like the old school look. So I just really like this page. Oh, what did I use for the flowers? Did I write that down? I did not. This next one is from Creative Haven, and this is by Teresa Goodrich. I really love her coloring style. And I completed this page here. Like my first thought was I was getting like She Shed vibes. And I used my 5 and below for most of it. The grass area was Prismacolor. I wanted a little bit more intensity, and these are really true to its name. They're very neutral colors. But I had so much fun. I really liked how it turned out. And I did not use a cloud stencil this time. There was not enough space for it, I think. I hope that I did your books proud, because I really enjoyed coloring in them. And I just had to buy this one. Country Kitchen Charm. And I'm just such a huge fan of Teresa Goodrich now. Like, her work is just amazing to me. And so this is the page that I colored. I used my 5 and below neutrals and my U Brands glitter gel pens, because let's see, I started this September 7th, and I didn't have the Shuttle Art gel pens yet. And so I wanted to look like it was raining outside. I don't know if I really captured that, but let me know if I did. And of course, I welcome any and all tips for the rain look. Maybe I should have added some more gel pens. But I used majority of this page was the 5 and below neutrals and the U Brands glitter gel pens. You can see the border also. I use gold glitter for the border. And, oh wait, no, I used Prismacolor for the plants. Yes, I wanted more intensity for the plants. But everything else, let's see, let me just take okay, Prismacolor for the plants. Oh, and Prismacolor for the fruits. Right, okay. Plants and fruits, Prismacolor. Everything else, 5 and below, and glitter. But I think it turned out really nice and quaint and cute. And that's all, folks. Thank you so much for watching my completed coloring pages for September, October, and November. I really had so much fun. Just challenging myself and seeing the results, and then just pushing the limits and just not worrying about how it's going to turn out, just going for it. And I am just really pleased with my progress so far. My channel is new. It's just 6 months old now, and I just appreciate you guys sharing and commenting. I'm just like blown away and amazed. You guys have established channels, and I just really appreciate it. I think one time I need to just write down more of this stuff, but anyway, just really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. All right, so I will see you on the next video. Bye.